Want to learn an hour of fun facts? Sign up for our newsletter. We're starting now. Pig Beach is an island with no permanent human presence, known for its curious inhabitants, highly sociable wild pigs. These animals enjoy swimming in crystal-clear waters, lounging in the sun, and approaching visitors. They have become an unusual and charming attraction in the Bahamas. Adobe has surprised the world with a futuristic garment, a smart dress capable of transforming its appearance with a simple touch. Thanks to advanced technology integrated into the fabric, the garment can change color and patterns instantly. This invention represents a revolution in the field of digital fashion. Guangzhou Circle, located in China, is an architectural structure standing about 452 feet high, notable for its circular shape. Its design is inspired by ancient traditional Chinese coins, considered symbols of wealth and good fortune. This building combines modernity with ancient cultural references. In regions like India and Pakistan, trucks stand out not only for their size but also for their striking aesthetics. These vehicles are elaborately decorated with colorful paint, mirrors, metallic embroidery, and lights that glow at dusk. Each truck becomes a unique piece that blends folk art with personal symbolism. Cecropia moths stand out for the beauty of their wings, adorned with striking patterns in reddish, white, and black tones. These designs not only make them visually striking, but also serve a defensive function in nature. This is one of the largest moth species in North America. Its hypnotic appearance has captured the attention of scientists and insect lovers. The binturong, also known as the bear cat, is a peculiar creature native to Southeast Asia. Its appearance is a cross between a small bear and a large cat, with thick black fur and a prehensile tail that it uses for climbing. The most curious thing is that its body odor resembles that of roasted corn. In Norway, high on Kjerag Mountain, lies an astonishing natural formation, a rock trapped between two vertical cliff faces. Known as Kjeragbolten, this enormous stone was naturally wedged hundreds of feet above an abyss. It is a popular destination for hikers and adventurers who dare to pose on it for an unforgettable photo. The sword-billed hummingbird stands out for its extraordinary beak, which is approximately 25% longer than the rest of its body. This anatomical peculiarity allows it to access the nectar of flowers deep within the ground, inaccessible to other birds. Thanks to this advantage, it occupies a very specific ecological niche. Its agile and precise flight helps it maneuver efficiently, despite its disproportionate beak. Emerging from the Tasman Sea, Ball's Pyramid is an imposing rocky island of volcanic origin. Completely uninhabited, it rises about 1,844 feet above sea level, with a vertical shape reminiscent of a needle carved by nature. Its solitary and abrupt structure makes it a unique geographical phenomenon. Despite its isolation, it has sparked the interest of adventurers and marine biologists. The mannel, also known as Pallas's cat, is a wild feline that inhabits the cold steppes of Central Asia. Its peculiar appearance, with a permanently angry expression, is due to the shape of its skull and its widely spaced eyes. With solitary habits and elusive behavior, it is perfectly adapted to mountainous and icy environments. The Mumbai Trans-Harbour Link is an impressive infrastructure project and currently the longest sea bridge in India. This enormous structure connects Mumbai with Navi Mumbai, facilitating transportation and significantly reducing travel times. At more than 12 miles long, it represents a key advance in urban mobility in the country. An American creative designer made a miniature scene depicting a haunted cemetery with ghostly figures that appear to levitate in the air. To achieve this effect, he used the Pepper's ghost technique, a classic method that uses reflections to create spectral optical illusions. This technique, used for centuries in theatrical shows and horror attractions, allows the invisible to be brought to life in ingenious ways. Among the most striking reef dwellers is the triggerfish, known for its prominent and durable teeth. Its powerful jaws are designed to efficiently crush crustacean and mollusk shells. This ability makes it a specialized predator in its environment. Although it is not very large, its presence commands respect. In 2004, French authorities made an unexpected discovery deep within the Paris catacombs, a fully equipped clandestine cinema. The space featured a screen, seating, and even a functioning projection system, all hidden underground. Its origin was unknown, but was attributed to an art collective. Tropa bicornis is a curious aquatic plant native to Asia, recognized for its unusual-looking fruit. Its shape resembles the silhouette of a bat or even a small skull, which has sparked both cultural and ornamental interest. The fruit has an extremely hard black shell that protects the seeds inside. The dragonfly exhibits a curious behavior. It uses its front legs to clean its eyes, gently rubbing them as if drying them. This gesture allows it to remove raindrops, dust, or other particles that interfere with its vision. Since its eyes take up a large part of its head and are essential for hunting and navigation, keeping them clear is vital. On the island of Madeira, Portugal, there is a truly unique spot, Cascada dos Anjos, a waterfall that falls directly onto a coastal road. The water gushes from a cliff and flows across the asphalt as if it were part of the urban landscape. Vehicles passing by are treated to a kind of natural shower, making the journey a unique experience. Rambo, an orangutan residing at a Dubai zoo, has surprised many by learning to drive a golf cart inside the enclosure. Under supervision, this intelligent primate moves with ease, demonstrating coordination and memory. His skill has attracted attention on social media, where it has gone viral for its unusual dexterity. Artist Justin Bateman creates striking, ephemeral portraits using only natural elements such as stones and shells collected from the beach. His meticulously composed works on the sand depict faces with a surprising level of detail, achieving shadows, contours, and expressions without the need for paint. Dubai is home to one of the deepest swimming pools in the world, more than 197 feet deep and holding about 3.7 million gallons of water. This impressive complex, known as Deep Dive Dubai, houses a recreated underwater city with streets, rooms, and objects that simulate a submerged environment. Seiji Tsukimoto devised a surprising method, making delicate cards using only paper. What's striking is that he never uses glue or tape to join the pieces together. Each fold is precisely calculated, as if the paper itself concealed an engineering secret. Tiny Adelie penguin chicks arrive into the world covered in soft, grayish or brown down. Unlike adults, they don't yet display the elegant black and white contrast so characteristic of their species. This dense, fluffy down serves a vital function. It protects them from the low Antarctic temperatures. Over time, they molt and develop the definitive plumage that distinguishes them as true Adelie penguins. In the vast African savanna, elephants display a surprising talent. They are great lovers of water. They not only approach rivers to drink, but also enjoy diving into them. These giants can travel long distances by swimming calmly, propelling their enormous bodies with their strong legs. One of their most curious abilities is using their trunks like a snorkel, which allows them to stay underwater for extended periods of time. In tropical waters lurks a crustacean that looks like something out of a work of art, the painted, spiny lobster. Despite its small size, it draws attention with its vibrant hues that mix blues, reds, and yellows, creating an almost psychedelic pattern. Their way of life is also interesting, as they often move in groups and explore reefs with coordinated movements. On the vast Arabian Peninsula stretches a sea of endless dunes, the Rub al Khali. This inhospitable territory, nicknamed the Empty Quarter, is impressive for its magnitude and silence. It is one of the largest sandy deserts on the planet, where extreme temperatures and the almost total absence of water make it an unforgiving place. In the depths of the ocean lives an almost fantastical being, the siphonophore. Although it looks like a single animal, it is actually made up of a colony of tiny creatures that work together as if they were a single organism. Its luminous appearance, comparable to the flashes of fireworks, illuminates the dark sea with blue and greenish tones. In the warm waters of the ocean lurks a creature as peculiar as it is discreet, the striped burrfish. Despite its small size, it is unmistakable due to its spine-covered silhouette and its tones that mimic seaweed or branches. This vegetal appearance is no coincidence, as it serves as perfect camouflage against predators. When threatened, it can inflate its body and accentuate its spines, transforming into a defensive sphere that's difficult to attack. Hidden in the turquoise waters of the Maldives lies one of the most unique suites on the planet, the Muraka. This luxurious underwater residence, part of the Conrad Maldives Resort, offers guests the chance to sleep surrounded by marine life. Its lower level is built beneath the sea's surface, with transparent walls and ceiling that allow guests to enjoy a 180-degree view of colorful fish and coral gliding around. Off the coast of Telda, Gran Canaria stands an imposing image that amazes visitors to Melanara Beach. Amid the lapping waves, a gigantic statue of Neptune, the Roman god of the sea, rises from the water with his trident raised as if surveying the horizon. The sculpture, known as the Neptune of the Punton, has become a symbol of the place and a landmark for locals and tourists alike. At the beginning of the 20th century, New York City was the scene of one of the most unusual scams in history, led by George Parker. This skilled con man became famous for repeatedly selling the Brooklyn Bridge itself to unsuspecting people who believed they were making a legitimate investment. His audacity didn't end there. He also attempted to appropriate other iconic symbols, such as the Statue of Liberty and even Madison Square Garden. In the animal world, stories sometimes emerge that break with the expected, like that of Bob, a very special crocodile. Born in 1997 in South Carolina, Bob came into the world with a congenital anomaly that left him without a tail, a fundamental part of his species' balance and swimming ability. However, far from being a curse, his condition made him an example of adaptation. Raised in captivity, he learned to navigate and survive without the aid of that powerful limb. In the arid corners of southern Africa lives a tiny mammal that surprises with its unique appearance, the Peters's elephant shrew. Although its size is small, it has an elongated trunk reminiscent of that of a miniature elephant, which it uses to sniff out insects and deftly capture them. Its agile body and swift legs allow it to move quickly between rocks and bushes, avoiding predators. In northern Norway, amidst fjord and mountain landscapes, lies the Fredvang Bridge, a structure that connects the islands of Mosquenesøy and Flakstadøy in the Lofoten archipelago. This structure not only facilitates transit between fishing communities, but also offers those who cross it a privileged view of the sea and the rock formations that characterize the region. When a porcupine is born, its quills pose no danger. They are soft, flexible, and almost invisible to the naked eye. However, within hours, they begin to harden into the dreaded spines that characterize it. Over time, these quills become its shield against predators. In the United States, a vehicle was designed that broke all records for extravagance, the American Dream Limousine. With a length exceeding 100 feet, this automobile looks more like a train on wheels than a regular car. Equipped with multiple compartments, it included unusual luxuries such as a swimming pool, a helipad, and even a giant bed inside. An event that blends technology and spectacle takes place in Malaysia, the World Robotics Competition. In this competition, young talents and teams from around the world present robots designed to overcome various challenges, one of the most striking events being speed races. In them, the machines must precisely follow a line marked on the ground, demonstrating the precision of their sensors and the effectiveness of their programming. In the waters of the Eastern Pacific, there lives a small, almost imperceptible resident, the Ancylomines petersoni. This tiny shrimp has developed such effective camouflage that it is difficult to distinguish with the naked eye, as its transparent body allows it to blend in with its surroundings. It often lives in symbiosis with sea anemones, finding safe refuge from predators among their tentacles. On Hainan Island in southern China, a building rises that seems to blend into the tropical rainforest, the Bird's Nest Hotel. This luxury resort was designed to blend in with the surroundings, with structures reminiscent of nests suspended among the trees. From its terraces and windows, visitors enjoy direct views of the dense virgin forest, surrounded by lush biodiversity. In the Hokkaido region of Japan lies a natural spectacle that attracts thousands of visitors every spring. Giga Shimokoto Shibazakura Park. During the months of May and June, vast fields are dyed a vibrant pink thanks to the flowering of Shibazakura, also known as pink moss. These tiny flowers form a tapestry that covers hills and trails, creating a landscape that seems straight out of a fairy tale. In Komodo National Park, Indonesia, lies one of the most unique beaches on the planet, the Pink Beach on Padar Island. Its sand takes on a pink hue thanks to tiny fragments of red coral that mix with the white grains, creating a dreamlike landscape. The contrast of the turquoise water with the colorful shoreline turns this place into a true natural gem. The African plains are home to a bird that hardly goes unnoticed, the marabou stork. Its unusual appearance, with a bald head, a large beak, and a skin sac hanging from its chest like an inflated bag. Despite its unattractive appearance, it plays a vital role in the ecosystem, feeding on carrion and helping to keep the environment clean. In the heart of Namibia lies the Mawani Mountain Camp, a lodge that seems to blend into the surrounding arid landscape. Among granite hills and reddish rock formations, this camp offers an intimate experience with the African desert. In the city of Kawasaki, Japan, lies an architectural curiosity that surprises those who discover it: the world's shortest escalator. With just 5 steps and a total height of 2 feet 9 inches, this peculiar invention seems more like a joke than a necessity. However, it has operated for decades in the basement of a shopping mall, becoming a tourist attraction due to its rarity. In Reykjavik, a temple dominates the skyline of the Icelandic capital, the Hallgrímskirkja Church. Considered the largest in the country, its design breaks with tradition and embraces an almost futuristic style. The main tower, which rises imposingly, is inspired by the geometric shapes of the basaltic lava columns, so characteristic of Iceland's volcanic landscape. In the middle of the Palau Islands lies a unique place, Jellyfish Lake. This body of water was isolated from the ocean about 12,000 years ago, allowing the jellyfish that inhabit it to evolve differently than those of the open sea. Today, millions of these gelatinous animals, completely harmless to humans, move in mass following the sunlight throughout the day. The jungles and savannas of Central and South America are home to one of the most striking scavenger birds, the king vulture. Unlike other somber-looking vultures, this one stands out for the vivid colors of its plumage and, above all, for the skin on its head, which displays shades of orange, red, and purple. On the southern coast of Greenland stand the ruins of Halsey Church, a vestige of the Vikings' passage through these frozen lands. Built around 1,300 with carefully crafted stone blocks, it was one of the main religious centers of the Norse colony. Despite the abandonment of settlements centuries later, its walls remain surprisingly strong. In the city of Chongqing, one of China's most vibrant urban centers, stands a bridge that transforms at nightfall. Thousands of LED lights run across its structure, illuminating it with flashes of colors that change in choreographed sequences. In the depths near Yonaguni Island, Japan, lies a structure that intrigues scientists and explorers alike. Made up of enormous blocks and geometric-looking steps, it has been dubbed the Yonaguni Monument. Some researchers maintain that it is a natural formation, the product of marine erosion on the rock. In the coastal city of Busan, South Korea, an attraction has been created that combines technology, design, and spectacular landscapes, the panoramic capsules known as sky capsules. These small, colorful cars travel along an elevated track that winds along the sea, offering passengers incomparable views of the coast and the blue horizon. In 2009, the presence of a strange creature was reported in Venezuela, attracting the attention of scientists and curious onlookers. The poodle moth. This lepidopteran, of which very few specimens are known, owes its name to its peculiar appearance, as its body and antennae seem covered in fluffy fur reminiscent of a poodle's. In Qatar, a record-breaking aquatic complex is being built, the Mariel Water Park. Located on Taifan Island, it is considered the largest water park in the country and one of the most spectacular in the Middle East. Its design combines state-of-the-art attractions with a setting inspired by Qatar's oil history, giving it a unique character. In the state of Massachusetts lies a small town with a name that always brings a smile: Sandwich. Founded in the 17th century, it is one of the oldest communities in the United States, but its peculiar name has made it especially famous in modern times. One's curiosity increases when one sees the town's official vehicles, which bear inscriptions such as Sandwich Police or Sandwich Fire Rescue, something that many visitors did not hesitate to photograph. The ball python lives in the savannas and forests of West Africa, a non-venomous snake known for its habit of coiling around itself when threatened, which gives it its name. It is prized in herpetology for its docile temperament and wide variety of colors. One of its most striking variants is the yellow one, whose skin pattern is strikingly reminiscent of the spots on a ripe banana. In some corners of the northern hemisphere, a rare version of the red fox can be found, the melanistic fox. This genetic variant gives it a dark coat, ranging from deep black to grayish tones with silver highlights. Although they share the same behavior and habitat as common red foxes, their appearance makes them stand out and, in certain cultures, has given them a mystical or supernatural air. High in the French Alps lies one of the most challenging airports in the world, Courchevel. Its runway is just 1,762 feet long and has an incline of over 18%, making each landing and takeoff a true test of precision. Surrounded by mountains and subject to unpredictable weather conditions, this airfield is reserved for highly experienced pilots. In the deserts of North America lives a tiny nocturnal bird that surprises with its size, the elf owl. Measuring just 6 inches long and weighing about the size of a tennis ball, it is considered the smallest owl in the world. Despite its fragile appearance, it is an efficient hunter, feeding on insects and small invertebrates at night. In the Swiss Alps, there is an attraction that combines spectacular scenery with a dose of adrenaline: the Gelmerbahn funicular. This mountain transport system is considered the steepest in Europe, with a gradient reaching up to 106%. Originally built to facilitate the construction of a hydroelectric dam, it has now been transformed into a unique tourist experience. In the cultural heart of Ubud, on the island of Bali, lies Taman Dadari, a restaurant that combines gastronomy and art in the same space. Its ambiance is unmistakable thanks to the imposing angel statues that adorn its gardens and corridors, creating an almost mystical atmosphere. The Øresund Bridge is a masterpiece of modern engineering that connects Sweden and Denmark through a unique hybrid design. It begins as a bridge over the sea and, halfway across, transforms into an underwater tunnel that crosses under the strait. This structure allows a constant flow of vehicles and trains between Malmö and Copenhagen. Poveglia, a small island located in the Venetian lagoon, has gained fame for the legends surrounding it and is known as the Island of Ghosts. Throughout its history, it was used as a quarantine site and later as a psychiatric hospital, fueling myths of paranormal events. Today, it remains uninhabited and shrouded in an aura of mystery. The Amazonian milk frog stands out for its metallic-looking skin, which gives it an almost robotic appearance in the wild. This shiny surface is not only striking, but also acts as a protective barrier against predators and external agents. Its iridescent coloration reflects light, helping it camouflage itself among damp vegetation. Located in Djibouti, Lake Assal is one of the most extreme bodies of water on the planet, surpassing even the Dead Sea in salinity. Its hypersaline waters contain up to 10 times more salt than the ocean, creating a hostile but fascinating environment. Furthermore, it is located more than 490 feet below sea level, making it the lowest point in Africa. Derinkuyu, located in the Cappadocia region of Turkey, is the deepest underground city known to date. Excavated in volcanic rock, it reaches a depth of approximately 279 feet and could house thousands of people, along with animals and supplies. It featured tunnels, ventilation shafts, and defense systems. It was used as a refuge during invasions and conflicts. Sophie is an advanced robotic fish designed with a flexible body that realistically replicates the movements of a real fish. Thanks to its adaptable and silent structure, it can swim among marine fauna without disturbing them, making it an ideal tool for underwater research. Its biomimetic design allows it to maneuver precisely in complex environments. In 1988, Michael Jordan achieved one of basketball's most iconic moments with a gravity-defying leap. During the dunk contest, he leaped more than 3 feet from the free throw line and remained in the air for twice the average time, furthering his legend. This feat is remembered as a symbol of his power, technique, and elegance. His flight marked a turning point in the history of the sport. On the cold shores of Iceland, the eider duck produces the world's most valuable feathers. Its lightweight, extremely warm down is ethically harvested after the nesting season without harming the birds. This material is highly prized in the manufacture of luxury duvets for its exceptional insulation. Its rarity and method of extraction elevate its market value. In Switzerland, the innovative Astra Mobile Bridge revolutionizes road maintenance by allowing repairs to be carried out without halting traffic. This temporary structure is deployed over roadworks, allowing vehicles to travel above while work continues below. In Wellington, New Zealand, a giant surreal hand called Quasi draws attention from the roof of the city gallery. Created by artist Ronnie van Hout, this 16-foot sculpture combines human features with a disturbing presence that cannot go unnoticed. Its peculiar appearance has generated both admiration and debate. The enigmatic galaxy frog owes its name to the starry appearance of its skin, dotted with bright spots reminiscent of the night sky. This tiny and elusive amphibian lives in remote and difficult-to-access areas, which has meant that very few have managed to capture it in photographs. Its rarity makes it a treasure of biodiversity. Manatees have surprisingly agile grasping lips, capable of grasping, moving, and even manipulating objects with remarkable precision. These flexible structures function almost like fingers, helping them feed delicately underwater. Thanks to this ability, they can select leaves, stems, and fruits in their environment. Located in Amsterdam, the Van Gogh Museum houses the most extensive collection dedicated to a single artist. This space pays tribute to the Dutch genius, with more than 200 paintings, 400 drawings, and some 700 personal letters that reveal his inner world. Each room allows visitors to follow Van Gogh's artistic and emotional evolution. Katie Ledecky, renowned Olympic swimmer, surprised the world during the Tokyo 2020 Games by swimming across a pool with a glass of milk on her head without spilling a drop. This curious challenge, beyond being fun, demonstrated her incredible body control and technique in the water. The scene went viral, highlighting her discipline and precision. Every year in Imperial Beach, California, the fun and popular surf dog competition is held, where dogs of all breeds demonstrate their skills on the waves. Riding surfboards alongside their trainers or alone, these dogs captivate the public with their balance and enthusiasm. Cassie is a revolutionary bipedal robot that has captured worldwide attention by completing the 100-meter dash in less than 25 seconds. Designed to mimic human locomotion, it combines advanced engineering with artificial intelligence to maintain balance and speed. Its achievement marks a milestone in dynamic robotics. This type of advancement promises great applications in the future. In the Piedmont region of Italy stands a natural phenomenon known as the Casorzo doubletree. It is a cherry tree that surprisingly grows on the trunk of a living mulberry tree, sharing roots and life. This unusual fusion has astonished botanists and visitors alike. In the picturesque village of Seelbach, Germany, charming houses are built among the treetops. These elevated structures offer a unique lodging experience, surrounded by nature and with privileged views of the forest. The Audi RSQ e-tron made history by becoming the first electric vehicle to conquer the demanding Dakar Rally. This achievement marked a milestone in motorsport, proving that sustainable technology can also prevail in the toughest terrain on the planet. Its innovative design combines energy efficiency with high performance. Stephanie Millinger is an artist of the body in motion, renowned for her breathtaking feats that challenge physical limits. Her mastery of balance, strength, and elasticity has led her to perform stunning displays on stages around the world. Each of her routines fuses precision and elegance with extraordinary body control. The commemorative 500 dirham is a numismatic jewel launched in Dubai, crafted from 24-karat gold foil. This exclusive banknote contains 0.0035 ounces of pure gold, making it a highly coveted collector's item. More than a means of payment, it symbolizes the luxury and cultural richness of the emirate. Vito is a cat who became a symbol of hope after suffering a serious accident that cost him his hind legs. Juzcar, a small town nestled in the Andalusian mountains, was radically transformed when all its houses were painted a deep blue. This curious initiative arose as part of a promotional campaign for the release of the Smurfs film in 2011. In 2012, a unique sculpture was created, a faithful replica of Lionel Messi's left foot, cast in pure gold and weighing 55 pounds. This piece, steeped in football symbolism, was created as a tribute to his legacy in the sport. Beyond luxury, it had a charitable purpose, as it was auctioned to raise funds for the victims of the earthquake that struck Japan in 2011. Located in northeastern India, the village of Mawsynram holds the world record for annual rainfall. This unique enclave can reach up to 317 gallons of water per square yard each year, creating an evergreen and humid landscape. Hidden high on a cliff in Ethiopia, the Abuna Yamada Church rises some 656 feet above the ground, defying both gravity and the visitor. To reach it, one must climb a nearly vertical rock face without ropes or handrails for support. The vampire crab is a striking crustacean, noted for its vibrant mix of colors. Intense purple hues combine with orange and yellow nuances, creating an almost unreal appearance. Native to tropical regions, it usually lives in humid, dimly lit areas, popularly known as the potato puffer fish. This curious marine animal owes its nickname to its rounded appearance and rough skin reminiscent of a potato. Its compact, rugged body allows it to easily camouflage itself on the seabed. It spends most of its time semi-buried in the sand, where it remains motionless to avoid predators. Kizai is an exceptional panda whose uniqueness lies in his unusual brown and white fur. This peculiar color combination makes him an extraordinary case within his species. Researchers and biologists have focused their attention on him, intrigued by possible genetic mutations that could explain this phenomenon. The Australian beach worm burrows beneath the sandy surface of the country's oceanic coasts. This elongated organism remains hidden during the day, emerging only when conditions are favorable. Its subterranean lifestyle allows it to avoid predators and stay moist. In Finland, there is a World Wife Carrying Championship, where the top prize is the woman's weight in beer. Big Ben is not the clock tower, but the name of the large bell located inside the Elizabeth Tower in London. In some parts of Australia, kangaroos are allowed on golf courses and in city parks, peacefully interacting with visitors. Bats are the only mammals capable of sustained flight and can live for more than 30 years under ideal conditions. In space, astronauts grow up to 2 inches due to the expansion of their spines in the absence of gravity. The avocado is technically a single-seeded berry and belongs to the same family as bay leaves and cinnamon. In Ethiopia, the calendar is 7 or 8 years behind the Gregorian calendar, meaning the country is living in another year. The Greenland shark can live for more than 400 years, making it one of the longest-lived vertebrates in the world. In Switzerland, it is illegal to own only one guinea pig, as they are considered social animals, and loneliness is considered abuse. The Castello Cube, a pure 24-karat gold sculpture, was exhibited in Central Park in 2022, valued at over $11 million. A work that blends luxury and reflection on the role of art in a materialistic society. When bromine reacts with aluminum, the combination is so exothermic that it generates visible fire emerging from a test tube. This oxidation and reduction reaction produces a massive release of heat. The Indian bison is the largest bovine in the world, measuring over 6.5 feet tall and 10 feet long, weighing close to 2,200 pounds. It feeds on grass and bamboo and has few predators, with tigers and humans being its only threats. A sealed and mint-condition copy of Super Mario 64 sold for over $1 million in 2021. This video game was the first to showcase Mario's adventure in 3D and is highly prized by collectors. The inverted tower, located in Sintra, Portugal, is one of the deepest buildings in the world, about 89 feet underground. Built as a place of worship, it symbolizes the 9 levels of hell described in Dante Alighieri's Divine Comedy. Owls can rotate their heads almost completely thanks to a special bone structure and a vascular system that maintains blood flow. This allows them to remain alert at night without losing circulation or harming themselves. David Blaine, a famous magician, spent 7 days submerged in a water bubble trying to break the record for holding his breath. He didn't achieve his goal, but he set a new record by staying underwater for 177 hours. After years of mystery, the origin of the famous bear dog from the teddy bear creepypasta was revealed. An internet user claimed to have bought the stuffed animal in an antique shop and, sometime later, shared photos with YouTuber Sarah-san. One image showed the date of manufacture and the name of Sandra Justice, the creator of these peculiar models. Sea turtles sleep underwater, resting for up to 7 hours on the surface or among corals. Some can spend months resting during hibernation, hiding in safe places for protection. During the 2021 Tokyo Olympics, which were closed to spectators due to the pandemic, Boston Dynamics robots, such as Pepper and Spot, were programmed to simulate spectators dancing and making human gestures thanks to their artificial intelligence. The giant hedgehog cricket is an insect that has become popular as a pet. Omnivorous and territorial, it can eat almost anything, but it is not recommended to keep more than one in the same space to avoid fights. Adam Mora managed to eat 17 Big Macs in 1 hour, although the world record is almost double that number. The challenge, set by his followers, ended with severe stomach pain. Egyptian hairstylist Walid Sadanda cuts hair using fire. He applies a protective gel that prevents the hair from burning, ensuring that the method leaves the hair softer and tamer for longer. Artist Christopher Hosley captured the image of a volcano in Ethiopia that appears to be smiling. Passionate about these phenomena, he travels to any part of the world where there are active craters. The fried air dish from the Italian restaurant Fiba is prepared with boiled, baked, and fried tapioca, then injected with ozone gas. It is served on cotton candy, giving the sensation of eating clouds. The yellow boxfish, with its almost cubic shape and vibrant color, inflates itself to defend itself. Its black spots and geometric appearance make it one of the most peculiar reef fish. An octopus uses coconut shells as camouflage, exploiting objects on the seabed to protect itself and survive in the depths, standing out among the most intelligent animals in the world. Potato plastic is a biodegradable plastic made from potato starch and water, developed in Sweden, that can decompose without harming the environment and helps combat plastic pollution. The Gangiko-type dolphin, which lives in murky rivers in Asia, is completely blind but uses echolocation to hunt. Sadly, it is endangered due to habitat destruction. The world's most expensive lipstick costs more than $60,000, with a gold case and nearly 200 diamonds, and can be personalized with rubies and emeralds for extreme luxury. The first iPhone-type phone was released in 1998 by a company called Infowar, with a touchscreen and internet access long before Apple launched its device. More than 200 bicycles hang on the walls of La Casa de las Bicicletas, a rural hotel located in Cazorla, serving as a starting point for exploring the Sierras de Cazorla, Segura y Las Villas Natural Park, the largest protected area in Spain. The art of water marbling, called ebru, creates unique patterns with ink on the liquid surface, a technique a Turkish artist uses to produce beautiful, ephemeral works. An inflatable bridge in Paris doubles as a springboard for crossing a river, offering tourists and locals a fun and original way to explore the city. A Russian photographer captured ants performing human tasks in great detail, demonstrating the patience and precision required to immortalize these small, everyday scenes. In ancient times, cooling off in the desert required ingenuity. Deep pits were dug to store ice, protected with layers of straw and sawdust, functioning as natural refrigerators. Sleeping in space involves floating in special capsules to avoid getting lost inside the ship, as the lack of gravity completely changes the way the human body rests. A screw was designed to rotate only clockwise, constructed with two different pieces fitted together to limit its movement. Apples are composed of 25% air, allowing them to float on water. In Lisbon, a group of grandmothers called Lotta 65 create spray-painted graffiti, proving that creativity knows no age. Dodger, an English cat, learned to travel alone by bus, traveling a 10-mile route while his owner was away. To put a chicken to sleep, a young man holds its head under its wing and gently rocks its body toward the ground, inducing sleep. Kelly Slater designed the longest artificial wave in a special pool, although the technology behind it remains a secret. An Australian fungus called Fusarium oxyporum attracts gold particles to aid its growth, which could be used to detect hidden precious metals. To scare away a tiger shark, it's recommended to maintain eye contact and gently press its head to redirect it without causing harm. The snakefly is an insect that has lost the ability to live in warm climates and only inhabits icy areas. The cleaner shrimp removes bacteria and parasites from fish in a painless process that benefits both. Tokyo, a golden retriever, learned to use the human toilet, making his owner's lives easier. In Aguila Bay, Chile, a young man was swallowed by a humpback whale while pack rafting, but was expelled seconds later without injury. In 1955, globes were handcrafted from wooden balls covered in paper, plaster, and varnish, creating almost perfect spheres. The striped anemone, mistaken for an alien, lives in the waters off Western Australia and has a painful sting that can take months to heal, showing how strange the ocean can be. The Drive or Text campaign warns about the dangers of using a cell phone while driving by showing cars colliding with social media logos, raising road safety awareness online. Jim Bishop spent over 60 years building a castle in Colorado with recycled materials, which is now a tourist attraction and began as his and his wife's dream home. The climbing gourami fish can walk out of water for up to 6 days thanks to its labyrinth organ, which allows it to breathe air directly, adapting to survive on land. Sprayable Energy is a caffeinated coffee spray that is applied to the skin for a constant and long-lasting effect, a curious alternative for those in need of a quick energy boost. Hester is a kitten who learned to swim without a life jacket, proving that not all cats hate getting wet and that some enjoy the water with ease. Joshua Watangalu sold a 4.4-pound meteorite that fell on his property for over $10,000, a 4.5-billion-year-old space rock. YouTube content creator Trang Long Ho developed a speedboat based on the classic silhouette of a UFO. It features a rounded structure with flowing lines that promote stability when moving over water surfaces. Built using materials that combine lightness and durability, the craft is capable of reaching considerable speeds in both river currents and seawater. On the red planet, known as Mars, rises a colossal volcanic mountain called Olympus Mons, reaching an impressive altitude of approximately 13.7 miles. This formation is almost 3 times the height of Mount Everest, the highest peak on Earth, and its base extends over an area comparable to that of all of France. Meet Chris Jacob, a contemporary artist who has gained recognition for his mastery of fluid art, especially using acrylic paint. His creations stand out for their explosion of vivid colors and patterns that seem to be in constant motion, giving a sense of life and dynamism to the canvas. In Queenstown, New Zealand is one of the most dizzying and astonishing attractions in the world, the Nevis Swing. This hanging structure extends over a deep canyon formed by the Nevis River at an impressive height of approximately 525 feet above the ground. Participants first plunge into a pulse-pounding freefall, then swing through a gigantic 984-foot-long arc. The Abronia graminia, commonly known as the spiny-tailed tree lizard, is a reptile unique to certain regions of Mexico. This species is found primarily in the mountainous and cloud forests of the states of Veracruz, Puebla, and Oaxaca. Its skin often displays a vibrant green hue that allows it to blend in with the surrounding foliage, facilitating its natural camouflage. The Blue Temple, also called Wat Rong Suea Ten, is located in Thailand and is famous for its intense blue hue, which distinguishes it from other religious structures. This architectural work harmoniously blends classic Thai styles with an updated and renewed aesthetic vision. Inside, visitors can admire detailed wall paintings that tell religious stories and symbolism, as well as an imposing white Buddha figure. Tira is a rare zebra that defies the usual pattern of its species by having rounded spots instead of the classic stripes. This peculiarity is due to a phenomenon known as melanism, which causes an excessive concentration of dark pigment in its skin. Thanks to this genetic condition, its coat takes on a unique appearance that distinguishes it from other zebras. The Baird's tapir is considered the most imposing terrestrial giant in Central America and belongs to the tapir family, a unique group of mammals. This robust animal has a compact and muscular body with relatively short legs that allow it to move nimbly through dense terrain. Its most notable feature is its long, flexible snout, which functions almost like a hand to collect leaves, fruits, and fresh shoots in its natural environment. Damian Ortega is a Mexican visual artist recognized for his innovative approach to sculpture and conceptual art installations. His work revolves around the deconstruction and reconfiguration of common and familiar objects, such as hand tools, vehicles, and bricks, which he breaks down to reconstruct in unexpected and provocative forms. The Paternoster elevator is a peculiar type of elevator that operates continuously, with a series of open cabins that circulate in a constant cycle without stopping or having closing doors. Users board and disembark these moving platforms, requiring agility and attention to do so safely. The small accumulations of water trapped between the blades of grass and the ground are known as water bubbles. These form when heavy rain falls or when excessive watering occurs, saturating the soil. They can also form when the soil is not well compacted, allowing water to become trapped in these spaces between the grass and the ground. The gray wolf stands out for its incredible endurance, capable of traveling more than 18 miles in a single day while tracking its prey. This tireless hunter bases its survival on traveling large territories, as its diet depends largely on large animals that require patience, strategy, and long days of pursuit. The aerial maneuver known as cobra is an impressive technique used by some jets to reduce their speed dramatically in mid-flight. It consists of raising the nose to a near vertical position while the rest of the fuselage remains stable, causing a sharp deceleration without losing much altitude. This skill is especially useful for operating in confined environments, such as the deck of an aircraft carrier. Since this surprising video was released, Labradors have become viral favorites on social media. In the footage, a Labrador retriever swims underwater, equipped with a suit designed to ensure its safety during immersion. Beside it, 3 divers explore the marine environment, closely observing as the animal adapts to the aquatic environment. Jessie, known as the Ninja Warrior, has transformed her home into a true training battlefield. She has designed an area with multiple obstacles that simulate the challenges of one of the most demanding competitions on television. Every corner of her house is equipped to prepare her endurance, agility, and strength for the complex stages she must overcome. The Fujiwara effect occurs when 2 cyclones spin very close and one absorbs the other, forming a much more dangerous storm, a meteorological phenomenon observed in hurricanes. Honey ants store honey in their bodies, acting as living jars within the hive and protecting themselves from other workers, unlike bees that store it externally. An artist created a speaker that uses ferrofluid to visualize music. This liquid appears to dance to the rhythm, reacting to sound waves, and may soon be available for sale. Tigers have orange fur for camouflage, as their prey only perceive blue and green, making them invisible amidst vegetation during the hunt. During the pandemic, a father built a climbing course at home with ropes, monkey bars, and hanging ladders so his children could continue practicing without going to the climbing gym. The Mainstone designed a futuristic suit that allows humans to create music by connecting to large bridges, combining art and architecture with innovative technology. The El Marco footbridge, the shortest international bridge, is only about 10.5 feet long and connects Spain with Portugal. In the 1990s, it was a site for illegal transactions between the 2 countries. Neil Oxon and Lion Harvey built a cabin in Virginia with recycled windows to live in the mountains, using wood and glass to take advantage of the best views. The Titanoboa was a giant, approximately 49-foot-long extinct snake that inhabited Colombia 60 million years ago. It is believed to have been venomous and quite aggressive. McDonald's Gourmet Mat Contest challenges chefs to create menus using the chain's products in 80 minutes, with prizes in utensils and culinary recognition. In England, a house for sale includes Hercules, a 94-year-old tortoise, as an added attraction, along with 4 bedrooms and a large garden. Known as the American Dream, I present to you the most colossal limousine ever built. This monumental vehicle includes within its luxurious interior a pool for cooling off, a small mini golf course for entertainment, and even a helipad installed in the rear, ready for exclusive landings. In the heart of the Lofoten archipelago, recognized as one of Norway's most stunning drives, lies the iconic Fordong Bridge. This majestic structure connects several islands and has become a symbol of engineering in the region. Its presence allows for easy crossing of the waters that separate the 2 lands. The tiny animal known as Peters's elephant shrew lives in Africa and stands out for one truly striking feature. It has an elongated nasal appendage resembling a small trunk, very similar to that of an adult elephant. Meet the iconic deer that live in the Japanese city of Nara, renowned worldwide for their surprising closeness to people. These animals not only captivate with their tender and docile appearance, but also stand out for their insatiable appetite. For much of the day, these inhabitants of Nara tirelessly chew and feed on a wide variety of local plants and vegetation. On the remote island of Hainan, China, lies an accommodation that seems straight out of a fairy tale. The Bird's Nest Hotel. This architectural marvel is nestled among the leafy branches of a pristine forest, blending design and nature in perfect harmony. Inspired by the shape of a bird's nest, the hotel offers guests a unique experience, surrounded by trees and the tranquility of a nearly untouched environment. Discover the Thridrangar Lighthouse, a solitary fortress that stands proudly on a rugged rock in the heart of the Icelandic Ocean. This forgotten guardian of the sea is located in one of the most inaccessible and desolate corners of the planet, surrounded only by an endless blanket of water. In Shenzhen, China, there is a futuristic bookstore that seems to come straight from the future. This innovative space fuses a passion for books with technological modernity, integrating a cozy tea room and dedicated study areas in a cutting-edge environment. Every corner is designed to stimulate creativity and learning. Every year, during the months of May and June, Shibazakura Park in Higashimokoto becomes a true spectacle for the senses. Its gentle hills are covered in a vibrant carpet of Shibazakura flowers, painting the landscape a deep, almost surreal pink. The marabou stork is impossible to ignore. Its imposing figure and unique characteristics make it a bird that attracts attention wherever it is seen. With a majestic bearing and an almost theatrical presence, this bird stands out not only for its size but also for its unique appearance, which makes it unique among the birds that inhabit its environment. Meet a robot equipped with 4 motors that imitates with astonishing precision the movement of a human hand when writing and drawing. This machine is ideal for creating intricate diagrams, detailed graphics, and technical designs with surprising accuracy. Beyond its functionality, its ability to replicate human strokes captivates and amazes those who observe it in action, making it a tool that is both practical and fascinating. In the imposing mountain range of Pakistan rises the majestic Khao, the second highest mountain in the world, reaching an impressive altitude of 28,251 feet above sea level. This colossal peak challenges even the most experienced climbers with its rugged terrain and extreme conditions, becoming a symbol of adventure and endurance. Along Australia's rugged southern coast, the majestic 12 Apostles emerge, an impressive set of limestone columns that have been patiently sculpted over millions of years, thanks to the tireless work of natural erosion. In China's river basins lies the ancient Dujiangyan irrigation system, an engineering marvel that has endured for more than 2,000 years. This hydraulic complex not only regulates the flow of rivers, but has also transformed vast lands into fertile agricultural fields, ensuring the livelihoods of millions of people. Hidden in the soaring mountains of Romania, the painted monasteries of Bukovina are true treasures of the past that transport visitors back centuries. Built and decorated around 1,500, these sanctuaries are adorned with vibrant frescoes covering their exterior and interior walls. On the vast plains of Texas, a unique art installation known as Cadillac Ranch emerges, conceived in 1974 as a radical expression of creativity. 10 classic Cadillacs are buried in the earth, tilted upward, defying the laws of gravity and dazzling passers-by. Hidden among the rolling Japanese hills, Shirakawago is a picturesque village that preserves the essence of traditional Japan. Its homes, known as Gasho Zukuri, stand out for their sloping roofs shaped like praying hands, designed to withstand heavy snowfall and adapt to the natural environment. Deep in the Peruvian desert, hidden beneath layers of sand, lies an ancient hydraulic system that defies the passage of time, the Nazca Aqueducts. Built around 300 AD, these underground canals and spiral wells were designed to transport essential water to the agricultural fields of the Nazca civilization. What's truly surprising is that, after centuries of existence, this complex network still functions. And that's all there is to it. Subscribe so you don't miss out on all the coolest curiosities.